Top 5 most luxurious smelling $30 fragrance I own in my collection. These fragrances not only smell amazing, but they also perform above average. In my opinion, they smell absolutely expensive, bold, rich, and niche. So having said that, these may not be the most likable scent profiles out there, but there's something special about them. As mentioned, to me, they smell niche. Starting off with something very fall and winter appropriate. And this is called Zodiac Lunaris by Paris Corner. Now, I think this fragrance is a little bit underrated because I don't see a lot of people talking about it. Now, the color of the bottle is definitely the vibe of this fragrance. It is a dark, warm, spicy oud leather saffron scent sweetened up by praline, sugar, and caramel. It is absolutely beautiful and it definitely smells like niche. If you're like me and you enjoy warm, spicy, strong, woody scent, but with some sweetness, you will definitely love Lunaris Solmaris by Paris Corner. This is apparently inspired by one of my favorite niche perfume, Oud Cadenza by Maison Crivoli. I have compared them side by side, and even though they're not exactly one-to-one dupe, Lunaris is definitely close. I would say around 90%. It opens up very spicy. The cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom are definitely present. However, as it dries down, it becomes resinous and woody. This fragrance has a strong base of leather, oud, patchouli, benzoin, musk, and vanilla. Those strong, heavy notes are sweetened up by something sugary and praline. I absolutely love this fragrance. As mentioned, if you love the idea of your oud leather saffron combo being sweetened up, I highly recommend you checking out Zodiac Lunaris. In my opinion, this is a femme fatale scent, such an underrated perfume from the brand. Highly recommended. Performance is outstanding as it lasts more than 8 hours on clothes and let's say 6 hours on skin. It projects very well for the first 2 hours until it becomes moderate. Once again, Zodiac Lunaris for all the warm, spicy, sweet oud lovers out there. And this fragrance is definitely unisex, however, leaning more feminine. Next up is Mahab by Nusuk. Now, I recently discovered this fragrance and I have reviewed it to you guys and told you how close it is to Guidance by Amouage. This has red fruits, incense, fennel, jasmine, peach, osmanthus, musk, rose, and sandalwood. And even though the note breakdown is not exactly the same as Guidance, I will say this is the closest dupe of Guidance that I have ever tried so far. It opens up quite sharp and unlikable, exactly like Guidance. Like there's a big contrast going on between the fennel, pear, hazelnut, and osmanthus. However, as this fragrance dries down, it becomes that very luxurious smelling powdery rose and creamy sandalwood combo that I just adore. If you love Amouage Guidance, I think you will definitely love Mahab as well. However, if you hate Guidance, I think you will hate this fragrance too. So just keep that in mind. The opening is quite harsh because of the osmanthus, fennel, and peach. However, guys, the final dry down is absolutely beautiful. It projects very well too. I receive compliments when I wear Mahab, and I too can smell myself the entire day when I wear this fragrance. If the sound of a luxurious smelling powdery rose, creamy sandalwood, and light incense sounds appealing to you, highly recommend you Mahab. In my opinion, this is the most luxurious smelling rose dominant scent that I have ever tried from the Middle Eastern market. Once again, Nusuk by Mahab. This is definitely feminine leaning and projection wise is absolutely amazing as it lasts more than 8 hours, with the first 2 hours having strong projection. By the way, are you loving my content? I'm just checking out because I saw that 60% of you are watching but are not subscribed. Now, I would love to ask you to subscribe, of course, if you find my channel valuable to you, because it helps my channel to grow and to be shown to more people who loves fragrances like you. Going back to perfume, another luxurious smelling and sophisticated perfume in my collection that cost, I think this cost less than $30. Nafais Sharq by Khadlaj. Now, I'm going to categorize this fragrance as a creamy, white floral apricot scent that smells very sophisticated too. It has an underlying sweet amber, vanilla, and musk combo that gave this fragrance depth. Yes, it is floral. Actually, it is heavy in gardenia and freesia. So if you love those two notes in your fragrances, Nafais Sharq will be a definite win for you. Now, this is an added apricot that made it more interesting to me because it's not just a typical floral, ambery, vanilla scent. That apricot gave this fragrance like a different touch of freshness, and I find it quite unique for a Middle Eastern perfume. A lot of people are saying that this is inspired by Bashami Bulgari. However, I think this is an original creation by the brand. Okay, I have Bashami. Yes, they are similar. However, Bashami is more of like the fun, bubblegummy kind of floral, whereas Nafais Sharq is more on the gardenia and freesia. I just find this fragrance more sophisticated than Bashami. Not one-to-one dupe, but just similar. But in my opinion, Nafais Sharq is more sophisticated and more luxurious smelling. I can easily imagine myself wearing this fragrance as a signature scent. And guys, I'm not even into floral heavy scents. As mentioned, this has an underlying vanilla amber musk combo that balances out this fragrance, making it not just like a floral musky scent. This is a floral, slightly fruity, amber, woody scent that I just adore. There's something very creamy about it as well. So having said that, the florals in here to me even smells like a little bit, soaked in coconut cream. I don't know why, but yeah, there's something very creamy about it, even though coconut is not listed. But anyway, guys, I absolutely love Nafais Sharq. This definitely smells more expensive than what it is, and it smells absolutely luxurious. Once again, Nafais Sharq by Khadlaj. Performance is outstanding on this one too. Actually, performance is outstanding on all the perfumes that I'm going to talk about today. All right, next up is a fragrance that I raved the moment I received it, Miraj Exclusif by French Avenue. Now, as you see the color of the bottle, that is the vibe that you're going to get out of this fragrance. It is a warm, spicy, oud, coffee, and vanilla scent that smells very expensive. I would say quite mature as well. And I'm talking about confidently mature, okay? Something I'm gonna describe as like a boss babe scent. I love how the coffee, warm spices, and incense are blended in this fragrance because it's very smooth. The oud is quite animalic. However, it's not screechy. It's something that I'm going to describe as a very well put together coffee and incense scent. Very warm, spicy, and quite femme fatale as well. I have talked about Miraj Exclusif many times in my channel. This to me definitely screams niche and expensive. This is apparently inspired by Penhaligon's Bewitching Yasmin, and I have tried that fragrance once in the airport, and I remember that yes, it is definitely close. However, even if you take that out of the way, I will still recommend Miraj Exclusif as a luxurious smelling $30 fragrance that I know a lot of you will enjoy. I will say you must be into coffee, oud, and incensey scent in order to appreciate it. This fragrance is more of like a fall and winter kind of scent. So yeah, that is the vibe of it as well. So femme fatale, cold weather kind of scent. I absolutely love it. Can't rave enough about Miraj Exclusif, one of the most luxurious smelling $30 in my collection. All right, and last but not least, I think is the most unisex in today's list, and this is called Soir by Fragrance World. If you watch my channel, you know that I rave this fragrance the moment I received it as well, because this is a spot-on dupe of Grand Soir by my son Francisco Tichon. So having said that, this is your super dark and deep amber vanilla scent. So you must be into resinous amber and dark vanilla scents in order to appreciate Soir. Not for everyone, that's for sure. However, if you love amber, you will definitely love Soir. To me, this definitely smells expensive, just like the rest of the perfumes in today's video. But with Soir, this is like the standard of a very good amber vanilla scent. I love how warm and resinous this fragrance is. And in my opinion, this is another fragrance that is more for fall and winter time. I may not use this fragrance, however, love smelling this on my husband when we are going on special occasions, because there's something about it that just smells very expensive and luxurious to me. I love it so much. I mentioned that I don't wear it. However, I know that there will be girls out there who can pull off Soir, especially those who enjoys deep amber woody vanilla scents. Yeah, can't rave enough. Soir to end up today's list by Fragrance World. Performance of this fragrance is amazing too, lasts more than 8 hours, and it stays even longer on clothes. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are the most luxurious smelling, inexpensive perfumes that I have in my collection. Let me know what you think of them and which perfume you have in mind. Please let me know in the comments down below. Now, this is my last pre-filmed video before my trip to Dubai, because your girl is coming to Beauty World Middle East. I am so excited. It won't be my first time in Dubai because I used to live there for 13 years, and I cannot wait to come back and share with you all the new gems that I'm gonna discover in that trip. I will definitely keep you posted in my Instagram stories and TikTok of all the whereabouts. But yeah, so far, I think by the time this video will be uploaded, I'll be on my way back already. But anyway, guys, love you all and thank you so much for watching. Bye.